From the 1011 Now streaming studio, this is The Night Beat.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Shenk with your headlines for Wednesday, February 26th. LPD investigators are piecing together a tragic domestic disturbance near 84th and A Streets, close to Indian Hills Community Church. Police say around 12:30, a 28-year-old man hit a 21-year-old woman with his car. Two Good Samaritans witnessed the incident, helped the injured woman into their SUV, and tried to drive away. The man chased them, crashing into their vehicle before approaching the SUV and shooting the woman multiple times.
Certainly wish we had video evidence to watch it all play out, but that's part of the investigation. What we know is our Good Samaritans, our two young ladies, were not injured, were struck by gunfire.
The suspect was found dead at the scene, and the woman is in critical condition at Bryan West. Investigators are still determining the exact relationship between the man and the victim. This is the third deadly domestic dispute in Nebraska this month. A boy is in the hospital with serious injuries after being hit by a van at 48th Street and Cornhusker Highway around 4:30 p.m. LPD tells us the boy had a do not walk signal and the van had the right of way, though it's unclear if the boy was in the crosswalk when the signal changed. Southbound 48th Street was briefly closed but has since reopened. LPD has identified Officer Ryan Lawrence, a member of the force since 2018, as the officer who fired his weapon during Monday's shooting. Lawrence shot at a vehicle attempting to flee a traffic stop, but no one was injured. Both occupants were arrested. He is currently on administrative leave. Tomorrow, fallen Nebraska State Trooper Kyle McCasey will be laid to rest. He died after being hit while responding to a crash during last week's snowstorm. The procession starts at 9 a.m. at West Lawn Hillcrest Funeral Home, leading to Ralston's Liberty First Credit Union Arena. The funeral is scheduled for 11 a.m. and a live stream will be available on 1011now.com. Firefighters in Custer County, with help from state services, have controlled two major fires in the area, including the Lillian Fire, which is about 900 acres, and the Eureka Valley Fire, which is about 2,700 acres. While most fires are under control, active blazes remain in the canyons. Authorities warn that smoke could pose issues and winds may pick up again by Friday. Back in Lincoln, crews are actively repairing potholes, receiving 30 reports through the UPLNK app this week, up from 12 last week. The app allows residents to report potholes with photos and details. LTU crews use a rock and tar mixture to fill the holes, which takes just a few minutes depending on the size of the hole. Lastly, Matt Rule's 2025 staff features 6 new full-time assistant coaches, and all 3 coordinators will be different from the start of last year. These changes address coaching departures and the need for upgrades, with the new hires eager to take the Huskers to the next level.
Coach Rule came, had the opportunity presented. It was a no-brainer. Probably went home and talked to my son. That conversation lasted 10 minutes, and we was off to Nebraska the next day.
The tradition of Nebraska football, Coach Rule and his track record, he's a heck of a head coach, so, having a chance to, work for him is big for, any coach, if you're a coordinator or assistant coach.
I need to stay busy on the field, right? I'm a football coach. That's the best thing I do is coach on the field. So I will be with a position every practice, helping somebody.
Round 2 of interviews with the new coaches is next Tuesday. Spring practice begins in late March. Rounding out your night beat is a check of the 7-day forecast.
You've been listening to The Night Beat. Watch, listen, and stream on the 1011 app on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.